I hope you are joining us for our Be Awesome in April challenge. I thought I was so ahead of the game this morning, and I was like, I'm gonna tell these ladies how easy this is, and it's so simple, and this is amazing. And then I pulled out my checklist and saw the one thing at the top of the page that was the most important thing I have to do at least once a week. I totally had forgotten it, and I bet you'd forgotten it too. So this is the daily checklist. It coordinates with our Passionate Penny Pincher home planner. The planners are sold out. The checklist is awesome, but I pulled it out literally to show you guys. Like, this is no lie. Pulled it out to show you guys, and I was sitting there in my head. I had already done exercise, so I'm a rock star. I'd already showered. I'm ahead of it. I'd done my laundry. Fantastic. I even did my sinks today, which I don't normally do. I had made the beds. I was ready to do the last things on the list with you. And then I looked at the top of my list right there. Oh, y'all, I forgot to turn this around. Let me turn it around. You know what I forgot to do, y'all? Here's the thing. I can't even believe I forgot to do this. Today is trash day at our house. Now, in our old house, trash day was on Wednesdays. So if I got to this in the morning, anytime on Wednesday, I was good. But today, in our new house, it's on Tuesdays. And so I realized I had not gone through my fridge to clean out the fridge and to take out all trash. So my husband did take out the trash this morning, but we're gonna go through and dump any food that needs to go because I won't be able to dump again until next Tuesday, and I hate stinky food. This is a recipe I have to throw away. We made way too much of it. I'll show it to you as I'm dumping it out. Actually, let's just dump it out. Y'all, don't be horrified. Oh, this makes me sick to my stomach. I have to throw it out. It's not gonna, oh, I hate throwing out food. I hate throwing out food. I'm throwing it out because that is so much food. I could totally reuse this. I'm letting it go. Okay, if we had more people in our house and I didn't make food every day for Passionate Penny Pincher, I would totally freeze that. But I'm giving myself the grace today to throw it away. It is very unlike me to throw this much food away. Normally I would say I could just freeze that. But the reality is my husband doesn't love sausage. So that one had a lot of sausage in it, and he doesn't eat it a whole lot, so it's probably not going to reality get eaten very well, so I'm throwing that one out. If you need a daily checklist in your life to make life easier, join that. We'll watch this here in a second. Okay, next thing. Let's go through and make sure all of our, oh, this is baked oatmeal. This is good. This is good. That's all good. This is chicken I'm using for lunches. This is, we had a milk spill, so I need to wipe this part down. This is leftover for tonight. We're actually doing a leftover buffet tonight. So these are some grapes. Actually, these grapes were almost bad when I did them, so I'm gonna go ahead and let those go. Put that there. I'm just gonna kind of clean up my fridge real fast. This is leftover pork that I know is not gonna get eaten because it's a week old. Y'all, I hate throwing food away. You could totally fridge. Yeah, you could totally fridge. You could totally freeze this, but it's been a week, so I know I can't. Oh, y'all. I wish I could make the beeping stop here. Hang on. I also am glad I walked my dog for a long time this morning. I think he just smelled the sausage. He's like, oh, there she is. I'll wipe up that off the floor because he will be licking the floor to get that done. Okay, as you're watching, hop up. Do not watch this without doing this with me. Let's get our freezers done, guys, or fridges done really fast. So I'm gonna put this milk back here. This is some red onion I'll use for salads. This is one measly waffle, but my daughter will eat it. This is good lettuce, that's good. Good berries, good oatmeal, good. All fresh produce. Good, okay, so at least that's done. I'm gonna really fast wipe this down. And I'm gonna do the outside of my fridge is disgusting. Does the outside of your fridges just get gross? Now, this is a quick clean. This is not a deep clean for me today. I do try to do a deep clean. I probably could use it. It's not in terrible shape. So I'm just gonna do a really fast kind of wipe down. I don't have time realistically to do a deep clean of my fridge every single week. But I do have time to spend a few seconds. Like I know there was a spill there to kind of spot clean things. So I'm gonna spot clean this one because like I said, that one's bad. The rest of it is in pretty good shape. So that's gonna be it for me today on the inside of the fridge. Now, if you have more time and you need to deep clean your fridge, go ahead and do that. Mine, I'm just spot cleaning because that's really all I need to do today. Okay, so that's done. I gotta turn that water off. Actually, no I don't. I'm gonna go ahead and get this soaking. Now, it's trash day. So like I said, I thought I was super ahead of it, and I was like, oh, I've got this. I was like, my kitchen isn't even that bad. I've got this all together. And then I looked around and I remembered, because I saw my list, I remembered it is trash day. You do need to get this stuff done. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna also trash, because I hate stinky food being left in our house. Y'all hate stinky food? I'm gonna trash my daughter's birthday cake box. Actually, let's finish this first. Whew. Take a deep breath. Let's get this together, girls. We're gonna slow down. I'm gonna slow down, which is painful for me. I'm gonna do my fridge really fast. Honestly, I have tried every type of cleaner on the planet on my fridge. My favorite, I keep going back to Windex, so I'm gonna do this really fast. So like I said, I'm not doing a deep clean on my fridge today. This is just a quick clean to get me through, and my Windex is determined not to spray today. So I like to do just plain old Windex on my stainless a lot of times. I like the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface, the Mrs. Meyer's cream, baking soda cream cleaner when I'm doing a deep clean, but I'm not doing a deep clean today. This is just to get all the nasty stickies off. So head over to your fridge, girls, if you're watching. Let's get these things done. It'll feel so much better. My mission is just to get out to the trash can before the trash guys come. So if I hear the trash men, I'm gonna be racing out there. Okay, let's come on over here. And we're gonna go do her birthday stuff. So I was gonna just leave this, let me get this all soaking real fast. I was gonna just leave her food in the box. However, I don't want a big old box here. I'd rather the box go out with the trash today. So I always try to look around my house and say, okay, trash day is today. Is there anything I want to get rid of? I love trash day. I love getting rid of things in our house. I love getting out of things. So I have 2 measly slices of cake left here. So I'm gonna real fast put these into something smaller because I'm gonna use this for the cake, I think. So I'm gonna have to wash this out. So we're gonna go ahead and, this is like 2 slices. My husband will probably eat these. I may eat them for lunch. So we had cake this weekend for Jackson's birthday, but it wasn't a cake that Reagan liked. So these are the leftover remnants of cake. We're trying to get everything done. You can't live without the planner. You're a lifer for sure. It is crazy to me. Like, I made the planner, so it's not like I don't know why it's magic, but like this morning I literally thought to myself, oh, I'm so good. And then I looked at my planner, I was like, I made the ideas and I still mess it up. I'll put those in some foil. I'm gonna get rid of this box. Actually, I'm gonna wash this really fast. So come on over, let's do some dishes. If you're watching as I'm doing this, join me, don't just watch. Go find some dishes, girls. Y'all have any dishes you can do. Anybody have a dish? Anybody have a dish? We're just gonna do this. Let's get it done. And the one thing I want to talk about while we're doing dishes here, I want to get y'all to a better viewing space. One thing I want to talk about, I'm working with a new camera system, and it's kind of a pain. Okay, I like it when y'all can get in and see the stuff with me. Let's see if that's gonna hold. Okay. The one thing I really want to talk about a lot, and granted this is taking a little longer today than I really need it to, it is really easy to say, well, stay home, I work full time, there's no way I could do this. I want to tell you, and this is really hard because I'm trying to get this, as I'm trying to stuff these in the dishwasher without messing up the camera. So this is kind of a weird angle. Sorry, guys. I just want to encourage you that whether you keep up with your home or you let it go, it's gonna take the same amount of time to get it done. So I can not do my house. A lot of people will say, well, I work full time, I don't have time for that. It's gonna take you the same time to keep up with your home, whether you keep up with it every single day, like I do, or if you don't keep up with it. So at the end of the week, let's say you work full time and you say, I'm too busy, I don't have 7 minutes in the morning to do this stuff. Now this is a bigger cleanup because it's trash day. So normally, my morning stuff, most of it takes 10 minutes. I normally would have done this at night the night before. If I don't do this, I have the same amount of work to do. So I can either do the same amount of work and have a clean house, or the same amount of work and have an overwhelming house. For me, it just makes, the systems just make my life better and easier. And so it's totally worth it so that I can just kind of get stuff done really fast. I'm gonna leave that to soak so I can get this out to the trash, because that's my main goal for the morning, is getting this guy to the trash. So I wanna get this cake cut up and back into this glass container. I like to keep stuff on the counter. If I keep food out, I like it to at least still be pretty, because you might as well have it be pretty if you've got to set it out. So I'm gonna have this ready to go, and I'll slice up her cake, which, bless her, she was so excited to have a cookie cake, y'all. Normally I make my kids cakes for birthdays, and for the most part they love that, but who doesn't love a great American? There's nothing like a great American cookie cake. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice this guy up. And if I mess it up, she will strangle me. But this will get the box out. I'm hoping I have enough room on that tape on that. You know what, y'all? I may let go of my pretty container, because honestly, this may do way better in a different thing. The other thing about doing this way is that it's gonna make the pieces reasonable sized pieces. If I leave my family to cut these pieces on their own, they're gonna be a little large. I don't know, do I wanna put this? It'll be pretty. For now, I'm gonna stick it on here. I probably should have done this in I have a 9x13 pan that has a lid that I often use for things like this. But this one will work. She's gonna come home and be like, you butchered my cake. And I'm gonna have to explain it was because I didn't have room for the trash. Sadness as the cake goes in, but I've got to get rid of this box, because otherwise it won't go out till next week, and it'll drive my husband crazy, and it'll get sticky out in the garage, and look. Are y'all silly about that? Do you like to get your cake out, or do you like to get trash out? Do you like to get your boxes out and your food out as fast as you can? I do. That's just my personal preference. Okay, so I am gonna have that done. I'll take that out here in a second. I'm gonna put this lid back on here. This way we don't have quite as much cake to deal with. And I can keep it, and it looks a lot prettier. There we go, so that's done. And now we're gonna wash up this dish. And then I'm gonna talk to you about one more thing that somebody mentioned to me last night that I thought was so valuable. Oh, do y'all wanna come back over? So here's something else that was super valuable that someone shared with me last night. I kind of talked, I wrote a little post on Facebook here about why I feel like it takes just as much time to keep up with your home as to let it go. And somebody made a comment, they said it is much easier if your house is mostly clutter-free. And I cannot agree with that comment enough. For better or for worse, our family has moved several times over the years. And moving kind of pushes you to a place of decluttering, because you're not gonna move and bring a whole bunch of stuff. So as much as I haven't always loved moving, in my head I've always kind of lived with the mantra of how can I manage our home in a way that it feels like if we had to move quickly, we can move. And so when we decided to move this fall, it was really, really easy because I was decluttering. I constantly declutter. If you have a bunch of stuff in your home, it doesn't matter how good you are about cleaning, you have to manage the stuff each day. So if you love your stuff, keep it. But if you don't love your stuff and it's just there because you feel bad throwing it away, throw it away. How many of you don't throw things away because you simply feel guilty? Does anybody else not throw stuff away because you feel like I spent money on it, I need to keep it until I die? And there's a reason I'm going to talk to you about this, because I think it's so important, and I think it's something that frugal people struggle with more than anybody else. And so whenever I see people show that they're struggling with clutter, hang on, I'm going to get your camera back up here for y'all. Hopefully, if I can figure it out. I do not love this camera lighting situation as much as I had it before. Okay, so hang on. Y'all better be watching with me. Okay. So I like it better when y'all can see more, because I know with the comments, you don't want to just look over my head. One thing that I've seen people say all the time is people who are frugal, I think really, if you watch decluttering shows, if you watch hoarders, a lot of times those come from people who struggle financially, and I get it. When you have spent money on something and you've worked so hard to buy something, it's really hard to say, I love that, I don't need it forever, it's okay to let it go. And I'm gonna show you a perfect example of that right now. This is something, and I'm really struggling actually, honestly, because it's so cute, I'm struggling with what I'm gonna do with it personally. So you guys can help me make a decision. So, I actually think I know what I'm gonna do. Here's my example. So these are paper plates and napkins. We'll obviously use these again, so I'll go put these in my dining room to keep those for another thing. These are candles. Here's a quick tip. I don't need to keep this because that's just the trash. So throw the trash away. I don't even know why I stuck that in there. Oh, y'all, I forgot the trash cans out. So that can go. Here's my candles. I'll keep those. Way less clutter when you don't keep the extra stuff. These guys. So this is kind of funny. My husband is older than me, vastly, so much older than me. He is older than me. He turned 51 this year. My daughter turned 15 this year. So I was like this, and they turned those ages within 6 weeks of each other. So when I saw these, I was like, Reagan, those are perfect. They can cover both birthdays. So this morning, they were so cute. I had ones that were gold, and I kept them for years until we moved. I had actually the same exact years. I had 15 for Caroline, and they were the same ones. These are actually, I think this is like, I think that's like candy. So I'm feeling like I'm gonna let them go. But this morning I was sitting here debating them and I was like, do I know anyone who's gonna turn 1 or 5 in the next few years? I don't know anybody who's gonna turn 1, 5, 15, or 51. Like y'all, so I'm sitting here thinking, do I keep these? So y'all give me an opinion. Do I keep the 15 and the 51, or do I let them go? This is a hard one, you guys, because it's little things like this that make us think, okay, I just need to keep all that stuff. Maybe one day in 5 years, Caroline might have a 1-year-old. Like that could happen potentially. I don't know if I'd be ready for that, but maybe. Jackson might in 5 years have a 1-year-old. He's 22. So that's totally possible that in 5 years I might have one. So do you keep this kind of stuff or not? Let them go, Melanie says. Okay. Nope, don't keep them. If they were gold glitter, I would. Nope. Okay. Y'all are, thank you. I was going to let them go, but I needed to have someone tell me to let them go. This is what happens though. How many of you guys are in a place like me where you're like, I have worked so hard for so long to have the money. Like these were probably $3 each at Hobby Lobby. And the other thing is, y'all wait. Are you sure I need to let them go? I have 2 nieces that have just had babies recently or are about to have babies. They might have a 1-year-old. Do I need to keep them? If it's candy, let it go. Because it's candy, toss the numbers. Y'all are making me feel so good. I am going to toss the numbers because they are candy. But here's the thing. How many of you, if they were gold, would say, oh, maybe one day I'm going to need that? And that's how that clutter slowly builds up. It is so much easier to manage your house if you keep very few things. It's just so much easier. So how many of you guys, I love y'all, make me feel go. I'm so glad. I was so afraid y'all were going to be hollering at me for letting them go. Thank you so much. You could keep them for your 51st, which will be I'm not keeping them they're going away because I'm not keeping them for my 51st. For the record, if anybody has watched this long, you deserve to know I am 46. My husband is 51. I'm not ready to be 51 until it's time. I will be ready and thankful for 51 when I get there, but I'm not going to turn it today. So thank y'all. You just made my executive decision way easier. But how many times as you're thinking through your house, do you think I may need that one day and keep it? If you see something today, if it's trash day at your house and you see some things you can get rid of, go ahead and get rid of them. Now, I do like to keep like this. Reagan just had her birthday yesterday. So I'm going to leave this up for another day because, you know, it kind of feels special when you're 15 to have it be your birthday. So I'm going to make this kind of Reagan's little happy birthday area. I'm going to keep some plates and some napkins out because it just makes her feel good, you know. It's fun to have a birthday, and I think you should do that. So I'm not going to totally clear my counters off. I'll go stick the rest of this away. I'm going to keep her little, she got a cute card. So I'll keep that there for her so she still feels extra special, but you can let stuff go. Thank y'all for saying pitch them, pitch them, pitch them. I was so afraid. Let me tell you, the gold ones I had of Caroline's, I did have a moment of like sadness when I pitched the gold ones from her 15th birthday before we moved. And then I was like, oh, if I'd kept those, I could have saved $8. Anyways, I can't imagine it's real cleaning. You just spent months cleaning out at your mom's house full of kinds of things. That's the thing, you guys. If you're frugal and you struggle and you feel like your house is overwhelming, you do not have to keep it. I just want to give you permission today. You do not have to keep all the things. You would so keep them, but you know you should toss it. You have so much clutter. Ask your nieces. That's true. I already threw them away. They're not gonna want them now. They've got sausage on them. So anyways, okay, let's go through our planner and see where we're at. I'm gonna set up my planner corner. I'm gonna put this, guys, in the trash, which is my favorite thing to do. You always think like this. It is so hard. It is so much harder for frugal people. It is so much harder, y'all. If you are frugal and have struggled financially, the reason is we know how hard it is to have something. So I just encourage you today, find 3 things in your house you can get rid of if you're one of those clutter people. I promise, living on the other side of having lots fewer stuff, like we keep way less stuff now, it feels so much better. I can't even tell you. Okay, so here's our to-do list. Let's see how we did, girls. Tidy main living space, I've got to do that, but I'll do that in a second. Prep and make dinner, we're doing leftovers. You saw I had plenty of food in my house. Prep meals for the next day, I'll do that tonight. Wash, push away dishes, we did that. Clean kitchen counters, we did that. Wipe down kitchen sink, I'll do that here in a second. Set out kitchen towels. Set out kitchen towels, I'm gonna talk about that super fast. We'll do the sink and then I'll do that. So I'm just gonna do my sink. I had done pretty well last night, so this is just a quick clean. Lots of people ask me, what at nighttime in the home planner and in the daytime on each day on the daily checklist, I have a note to set out kitchen towels, and I want to show you what it is. All it is, because people ask me all the time, they're like, what does that mean? All it means is that at nighttime, I clean up my sink, totally clean it out. I set out a fresh kitchen towel right there, and it just feels like someone has cared for my house for me. It's like giving my morning self a little gift. So in the morning, I like when I start with this fresh way to start is just easier. Does that make sense? It's just simpler. I feel less stressed and overwhelmed. It is so worth it. That's it. So take a few minutes to give yourself some grace at night if you can. If you're watching TV, you can do it. If you're watching, you can do it while somebody's watching TV in your house. You can do it while chit-chatting with your kids. It's easy. Set out kitchen towels, sweep vacuum floor, and fold laundry. That's the thing I got to catch up on today is my laundry stuff. So I hope that was an encouragement for you guys. As you're doing your daily checklists, just do A- work. Try and see how many things you can get done so that you feel better in your home. I'm telling you, having a system will help so much. Give yourself the grace of 10 minutes this morning. See what you can tackle. Don't let it get to the point where you feel like you cannot manage it. We did clean out the fridge. I'm going to show you that. Oh, let me show you. In the daily checklist, for anybody who's new here, I want to show them to you real fast. Can y'all see those super well? Okay. When you do the daily checklist, up here, each day, this stays the same. So it's really easy to check. And I want to show you how crazy I am. When we were designing these, we had these at the top, but it was really hard to write down here. And I wanted to make it easy for you to write up here. It's easier to write in this area than it is to write in this area. So the amount of time we went into designing these is ridiculous. Every single one up here, clean out fridge, take out trash, clean microwave and stovetop, everything that's up there changes. So tomorrow it will be a new thing. I actually tore these out. Hang on, so I can show you. Where did I put those? I tore them out so I could show them to you. Here we go. So they follow the pattern of the home planner, but each morning changes. So the one tomorrow, I believe, is this one. Clean bathrooms, change towels in bathrooms, restock toilet paper. Same thing down here. Change bedroom sheets is on Thursdays. A smaller list because that's a pretty big project, so your list is going to be smaller on a Thursday when you've got a bigger project to do. On Friday, clean electronic screens, sort paperwork and mail, take out all trash. Does that help you guys? Do you have an entire system to get you would love to own this? Oh my gosh, Eleanor, click the link in the video. This is the system. It literally comes right here. We have a home planner that's a lot bigger planner. Like but the planners are sold out. So this is a great way to just start our system. I would get a 2-pack because then you'll have more. You can get a 4-pack and they're the cheapest. They'll last for a whole year. Each one lasts for 3 months. So does that help you guys out? I just encourage you, if you're struggling with this, especially if you're new here and you're like, I don't know who this crazy girl is. I don't understand our crazy system. It's not expensive. It's really, really pretty cheap compared to other stuff. And we actually send this to you in the mail. So you'll get this in the mail. Okay, I think that's it, you guys. Have an amazing day. Do your sinks. Get your laundry and your dishes done, take out your trash, do your fridge, have an amazing day. And yes, oh, Eleanor, I'm so glad you'll get, yeah, start the system. It's super cheap too. Like it's not, there's lots of expensive systems that don't send you anything. This is so easy. It's just that we wrote it out for you. So check it out. You guys have an amazing day. And are you going to keep the checks? Stacy, yes, we're going to hopefully keep the checklist available year round. They are not dated. They also don't include the scripture, really just because it's just a very simple daily checklist. It's kind of like the daily checklist, really, really simple done. So if that's something that is really, really a struggle for you, these might be a great option. You can also write in your own scripture, which I kind of like that as well. Someone says your mom kept every card and everything for 62 years. What is the length of my kitchen? My sink, this is 8.5 by 11. So 11, 22, probably 36 is what I would guess. 34, 36. Anyways, planners come out in September. You will love them. We are totally sold out of those for this year, but this is a great way to just kind of jump in, see if it's something you really love or not. My kitchen towels I just got from Home Goods. I found them last week and I love them. I highly recommend. What do you clean your sink with? I clean it with multi-surface cleaner. I love that one. Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface cleaner. I use it every day. So there we go. I think that's it, you guys. Have an amazing day. Get it done. I'm so thankful for you. We'll talk soon. Bye, guys. I'll be here tomorrow morning. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.